Well, good afternoon once again.
Hello.
And welcome to an unusually sunny Wasdale Valley in the Lake District.
Yeah, it's a much loved valley for
Yeah.
us. We absolutely adore it here.
I think, in our opinion, the finest the Lake District has to offer. It's absolutely stunning. Home to all the highest fells. We've not been here for about 4 years, we think.
About 4 years, yeah.
Previous to that, we spent a lot of time here. When we started discovering the high fells, we were here at least 2 or 3 times a year and made a point of doing every single one of the high fells in the valley and loved it. It kind of got us properly into the high fell climbing.
It did.
But yeah, not been back for a while, so we thought it was time for a visit.
Yeah, and it's great to be back.
It really is. Sun's shining-ish, as much as it does for Wasdale.
That's as good as it gets
Or
in Wasdale.
Wasdale, as the locals would call it. I know there'll be some dispute over the pronunciation of it, but yeah, we're going with Wasdale for now.
Scousers call it Wasdale.
Yeah, Wasdale. But we've just arrived at the campsite, the National Trust campsite down the end of the valley there, which is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Really,
yeah.
really
we
nice.
always stay there. We're in one of these pods as well, so we've got heating and electric. It's luxury.
We're not roughing it this weekend. But yeah, we've just headed out for a bit of a wander up to the top of the valley, up to Wasdale Head, just for a bit of a mooch to kind of find our feet and that. Maybe even a cheeky little pint at the Wasdale Head Inn.
Why not?
So let's have a wander. Come with us if you want. So Wasdale is home to, as you probably know, the highest mountain in England, Scafell Pike, which is just kind of up that way.
Yeah.
Also the deepest lake in England, which is Wastwater or Wastwater.
Yeah, and it's also home to the smallest church in England.
This is true, which is St Olaf's, which is just up behind the inn. So 3 quite interesting facts about Wasdale there. So this is St Olaf's Church in Wasdale Head, and I think we can still get inside. Smallest parish church in England. Some Harvest Festival donations there. Wow. We have been in here years and years ago, but I didn't remember how lovely and small it is, yeah. I think all these beams look possibly original, very old. There's been some reworking on the roof by the looks of it, unsurprisingly. What a lovely little church. Faith in the Fells. So after enjoying a very peaceful and calming visit to St Olaf's Church, we were just having a bit of a wander around the head of the valley and soaking up the atmosphere and enjoying the unseasonably pleasant weather. We decided to carry on a little bit further up to go and have a look at another famous old landmark in the Wasdale Valley, which is named after quite an unusual character. So we have took a little wander past the pub,
Yeah.
surprisingly, and we've come to have a look at Ritson's Force. Now, it's a waterfall named after a guy called Will-Ritson, Old Will-Ritson as he was known, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Who was an inhabitant of the Wasdale Valley, we don't really know, but many, many decades ago.
We'll check the date.
We'll check the date. Put it up on the screen somewhere if you can find out. But he was very famous for being a bit of a joker and also for being a liar. And from what I remember, he branded himself the biggest liar in the world. So take from that what you will. And I'm sure back here in the Wasdale Head Inn, they used to have lying competitions. So quite a fascinating guy.
Yeah.
And if we can find out any information, we'll stick our heads into the pub because I'm sure there was some information on him there.
I think there was some boards up, yeah.
We can't even do any research here because we haven't got any signal. We've got no Google here.
So nice.
So yeah, it is kind of nice.
No one can find us.
So anyway, let's wander down and have a little look at Ritson's Force.
Let's.
So the river is looking fairly well in spate after some rain yesterday. The falls is just up there, but we've discovered some information on Will-Ritson on a bench of all places. So this is Ritson's Force, named after Will-Ritson, a 19th century publican of the Wasdale Head Inn. His tall tales, such as that of giant turnips, began the tradition of the world's biggest liar competition in Wasdale. So there you have it. I think there's actually a picture of him with his giant turnip, a hand-drawn picture somewhere in the inn, isn't there? We'll see if we can find that. So there you go, this is Ritson's Force. Let's wander over and have a bit of a look then. So we can't get much closer than this, but it's still an impressive little waterfall after all this rain. Old Will-Ritson would be very proud of that. So that was Ritson's Force.
Really pretty.
Yeah. And it would be rude, being in Wasdale, not to pay a visit to the Wasdale Head Inn.
Certainly would. Not going to walk past it this time.
No, feeling a bit peckish, so if there's a chance of a burger or a lasagna or something like that and a pint of local ale,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think we'll drop ourselves in and have a look, won't we?
We will indeed.
Next stop, down there.
I can see the pub from here. So these guys are Herdwick sheep, and they're synonymous really with the Lake District landscape.
And they're hard as nails, it has to be said.
They are the Arnold Schwarzenegger of sheep. They can survive up on the fells with no supplementary feeding whatsoever.
The high fells.
The very high fells.
3,000 foot plus.
Yeah.
Through a whole winter. The kind of weather and conditions that would kill a human being in a matter of days, probably.
Absolutely, we'd be hypothermic within hours up there.
You guys are hard as nails, aren't you?
And in my opinion, the cutest. Especially the lambs, they're born black.
That's
and
right.
then they go this
They go white,
sort
don't
of
they?
white-faced and yeah,
So these are
herdy
probably kind
faced.
of tups, sort of, I don't know, teenagers if you like.
Maybe so. That one's a bit older.
Yeah.
She's gone nearly all white. But yeah, love them. Herdies.
Well, in typical Wasdale fashion, it started out as a glorious day and we've just sat down to have a pint looking at Pillar, and Pillar has just disappeared under the cloud. And we're going to make a run for it under the conservatory and get out the rain. Oh well. Well, it's gone from a glorious afternoon to this in the space of about 2 minutes. But that's Wasdale for you. Well, that is us, suitably full of local ale and chili con carne and battered fish.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Which was very nice.
Meal.
Light's starting to fade.
Such a beautiful evening.
Yeah, well, it was up until the rain started. The rain has now passed, although you can see Great Gable there. The camera's actually making it look lighter than it is, but Great Gable just kissed in cloud. Pillar still has some cloud hanging over it.
But then if you look this way...
yeah, it's quite nice down there. But that's just Wasdale to a T, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely has its own little microclimate here.
You just never know what's around the corner. So we are mooching our way back to the campsite, probably to have an early night, I think.
Yeah, we've got a couple of hikes planned from here. We'll probably put them out as separate videos.
Yep.
And hopefully they go well. Hopefully we get clear summits. That would be really nice.
The weather for tomorrow is looking good, but then again, you know, being in the valleys like this,
it was today.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't always follow the forecasts, so.
But we'll see. It'll just be lovely to get up into the Wasdale Fells again.
Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll head back to the pod. We'll maybe do a little bit of filming if there's anything interesting going on there. It's a lovely campsite. If anyone hasn't been to the Wasdale Head National Trust campsite, can highly recommend it. One of the best campsites we've ever been to, isn't it?
It's
really
fantastic.
good campsite.
Always quiet.
Yeah.
These pods are great, but we also spotted some teepees which they've added.
Yeah, if we can grab some footage of the teepees, we will. They're amazing. They're massive, aren't they? Really nicely furnished and all that.
Wood burning stove in them, so I'm staying in them at some point.
That's one for the future, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to hack on back to the campsite and we'll probably sign off from there at some point. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, that is us for the night. Suitably fed and watered, back at the pod, and nearly ready for bed.
Yeah, night Wasdale.
So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching, and we shall see you on the next one. Ta-ta for now. See ya, and cheers.
Cheers.